We're here at the car wash getting a quick rinse off, and of course we don't really trust the brushes here at the car wash, so obviously no buckets, but
we come with the sponge.
Yeah. We're just using their utilities. That's all we're doing.
Yeah. So we gotta get a good wash before we go get some video of the car. You know, can't shoot it all dusty.
So we're about to head out from the car wash. OG chamois, do they still exist? Because for whatever reason, my buddy here still has one. If you have an awesome chamois and you like using it, leave in the comments. Let us know what you got, where you bought it, and we'll take your suggestions.
Yeah, I need to upgrade. This guy ain't doing shit.
Finally got done the car wash. We're actually going to head out to a pretty cool filming spot over off a 2222 by 360 bridge. It's a, I guess, very Texas Hill Country area, and we're going to kind of go over a couple of things with the new ideas that we have. Just stay tuned.
The objective today is to figure out what the hell we're going to do about this this new video series that we're starting right now with this very video. The objective of this video series being starting our own car club, spinning up some meets, and growing it to larger events. So we got some interesting things to talk about. You know, it's something I've been kicking around in my mind, and I can't wait to hear what Corey has been thinking about as well. But this is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and now that I'm in Austin, I have the ability to start a club, start organizing meets and events, and we're building some really awesome tools at DRVN Labo that will not only make it easier for us to accomplish our goal, but also for anybody who organizes events to do the same themselves. So, be a good opportunity for us to share what we're working on as a resource. Also, show our viewers how they can start a car club and start gathering their friends together at meets and events themselves. So, I'm hoping it's going to be not only an entertaining video series, but informative and educational as well, because everybody that's into cars, yeah, we do it for the cars, but we also do it for the community and the friendships. And I think that's one area where there's still a lot of work to be done. So my hope is that you'll find this video series entertaining and informative, and inspire you to get out and start your own club using some of the DRVN Labo tools along the way. So excited, and can't wait to see what we come up with. All right, so let's talk about the car club.
Okay. So yeah, obviously we went to Cars and Coffee, and that was a good meet. That's the first meet I've been to in probably several years. So it's nice to, well, there you go, Alfa Romero. So it's good to see the car club is still active within Austin. Obviously we've had an influx of people from all over the place, but also too, it's kind of like high school, right? So there's different clubs, there's different sectors. You got your imports, you got your trucks,
got all your different cliques.
Yeah, so kind of today's idea is to talk about what we're planning to do in the future as far as building a, I guess, mega club. So we'll basically be like the
a meta club.
Hashtag meta club. So basically bringing all the clubs together. That way everybody doesn't feel like they're segmented, or also too, we're trying to grow the Austin scene even more. So we're going to kind of go through ground up building car culture / car community, and also to educate people just about, Web3, and then obviously DRVN Labo and things like that. So
yeah. I mean, the act of starting a club, organizing events, these are all things that not a lot of people have actually done. Lots of people into cars.
Sure.
But, car clubs, I think, are something that are really becoming this social trend in the last few years. Remember, in the maybe over the last decade or two, car clubs weren't really as big of a thing. Yeah, they were out there. It was mostly old guys rolling up in their hot rods.
Yeah. Or also you got the guys rolling up in their New Balance at Denny's getting the early bird special.
Exactly, yeah. And now we're seeing kids, get together, and maybe they're forming a group based off of the type of car they like. And they'll go do night meets, and they'll organize with different local restaurants or tea shops or boba shops and do that sort of thing. So I want to explore, not only through doing it ourselves, but talking to other people that have been there, have walked this path already.
Sure.
What's worked for them, what lessons they've learned, so we can incorporate that and document it for our viewers to effectively, clone themselves in their own area.
Right.
So we've got the club itself. What does the club mean? What does it stand for? What is your shared vision and shared values? We've got the meets. Meets, I think they can be a different beast because you have to organize people who may or may not represent your club well.
Right.
And that's one of the real big risks in doing something like this, is bringing in the wrong people. They go do donuts in the parking lot.
And we're not talking about takeovers. We're talking about, kind of more of an exclusive club for adults with nice vehicles. So
yeah, exactly. And I mean, clubs can be formed based on any shared interest in the car world. But I think we're interested in exploring what it looks like to create a mature club.
Sure.
And that doesn't mean you have to be a certain age. It just means you have to have a certain level of seriousness that you bring to the table. Right. That's one reason why I thought it would be really cool for the only requirement to join the club that we're forming is that you have to already be an active member in another club.
Right.
And that does a couple of things. One is it means you're already familiar with that scene, and you have some level of knowledge in what it takes to organize the club, the members, the events. It also means that you're serious. You're going to show up.
Right.
And those are the people that we want. And the other added benefit on top is because we're documenting this so other people can replicate it themselves, and we're building tools at the Driven Vehicles app to allow people to do this much more easy than they ever have been able to before. We get to test it out on ourselves. We're our own guinea pigs, so to speak. And we can also take what we've built, familiarize our members with it, because they're going to be using it for our club, and then they can take that to their individual clubs that they're part of, and get them on board, get them using the tools.
It's more of a network versus an actual car club. It is a car club in essence, but it's more of a networking group between car clubs.
That's a really good way to put it. Yeah, it's exactly right.
Because usually car clubs are a group of cars that are pretty much all the same, either your Corvettes or a specific genre like imports or Corvettes or whatever the case may be. For this, it could be a Jeep club coming together with a bunch of imports. So we're cross-pollinating that way.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think that's going to make ours kind of interesting and unique, because we can also not only have our eclectic little group of people that get together for our regular meets, but when we want to put together a bigger meet, they can call on their clubs, and we've got a ton of really cool cars, a lot of really close-knit communities that come together to fill out these bigger events.
Sure.
And I'll just drop this seed as something that I would like to see us achieve, maybe long-term, maybe a year down the road, is to create an Austin network, maybe even like a wider Texas network, and put on one really big car event a year. My dream is to rent out Coda and throw a big event, get music guests, musical talent, be able to do track day, bring people out on the track, and really make it something that we, can really look back on and be like, wow, we achieved that.
Yeah.
So, all of this snowballs into doing these much larger events.
Sure.
So that's my hope and dream for what we're doing. But I guess right now, let's talk about the particulars. So one is we talked about who we bring in. Clubs just inherently have an air of exclusivity.
Sure.
But we don't want to be exclusive for exclusivity's sake. We want it to be exclusivity that serves the goal of the group.
Right.
And so I was thinking that you have to be an active member in another car club, and maybe, what would you say, like maybe 2 people from that club? We could bring in like 2 slots per club. That way there's like a primary and a backup, and we always have representation.
I guess it depends on how big the club actually is. Because I mean, if it's a group of 5 guys versus 50, I guess it just depends on what that would kind of pan out. Yeah, I mean, I think that would work pretty well. But also too, if you want to promote your event coming up, things like that. So there's a good incentive for some people to join, especially promoters and things like that. So if there's a drift event out in Hutto or something, they can blast it on there. Everybody can kind of show some support. Vice versa, if there's a Jeep club or something, people want to come out and hang out. So yeah, we're just trying to, like I said, cross-pollinate, trying to bring these people in. And also to the features that you're building out. Also too, you want to kind of elaborate on those, or? Yeah,
definitely. So, and that's something we could probably like splice in split screen or something like that. But we've evolved the Driven Vehicles app, and we've been building it for about over a year now. And it's got some cool features that I think are maybe a little bit esoteric for the average car guy or girl. And so right now we're working on a set of features that is really going to solve the pain points of automotive enthusiasts. And that is finding events in your local area and RSVPing for them. That's if you're a car club organizer, or you organize meets and events, to be able to list what you're organizing on the site, manage attendees, manage members.
Is this going to be Texas only, or is this nationwide?
It'll be anybody and everybody who wants to use it.
There you go.
We're using Austin as the testing ground for it to see how creating this network club can get it to spread here. But yeah, I mean, anybody anywhere in the world can go to the app right now at drivenvehicles.app or drivenvehicles.xyz. We're going to be bringing out car clubs in the next week or 2, as well as vendor profiles. So if you're a media producer or a detailer, or you've got a boba shop that you want to offer for kids to come and do meets at, you can, hello bug, you can list it on there, and then it creates the circular economy of businesses that support individual cars, clubs, communities, and events. And also will introduce the ability to manage ticketing directly through the app, and also monetize your club or events. So you have one spot that manages everything. You're not like, I'm going to post it on Instagram and have people go to a Google form to sign up, and then they have to pay for their ticket on Eventbrite.
Yeah.
That's way too complicated, way too much to manage. All of that should be in one spot. Agreed. And I won't get too into the weeds on all of the other cool features that are coming, but let's just say it's going to be something that I think is really going to blow people's minds when they see the power of what we're producing as far as software for the car culture, but also incorporating in a very intuitive way Web3 technology without users having to know anything about crypto. It's not, this isn't a thing with like a pump and dump Ponzi scheme. This is about using this new technology in a way that adds value to people and isn't extractive or isn't scammy, which is what I'm all about.
Right.
I want to make sure that the car culture grows, and I also want to see real life positive use cases for crypto technology. So that's what we're building, and this will be us documenting our process of building it out. Let's come up with some fun ideas for the name of the club.
Yeah.
So It'd be cool if it were to have that implied idea of like multiple clubs coming together. I said the Meta Club before.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that, but you know,
That's more. Was it
the idea.
Meta, Facebook? Is that?
Yeah. Unless they wanted to sponsor us,
Hey, we're open to that.
I would not be opposed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think, you know, I don't want it to be like driven this, driven that. There's also already a driven, what are they called? Driven Society Club here in Austin. So that's taken.
Yeah. Is that spelled out all the
DRVN.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So it must be popular then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's actually a lot of brands with the name Driven, DRVN. So, oops. But to be fair, I've had this name for like 3 years now. So hopefully I've, you know, been doing it the longest.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Let's see what.
Yeah.
what else do we do?
Obviously, be playful, be respectable, and obviously, if you have an idea, feel free to leave it in the comments below. We'll keep tabs on the ideas, and I guess whoever, if anybody comes with a name that we choose, they get some swag.
Oh heck yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I'll reward you handsomely if you come up with a really good name that we end up using.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's got to feel playful but mature, and also maybe allude to the idea of networking, like the club's purpose being to network. Let's see, what is there?
And it can be broad too. Like it doesn't have to be tech. Like you don't have to add a Texas or anything in the name.
Oh yeah, totally.
You can if you want, but it doesn't have to be limited to like a Driven Labo, Texas, this, that, or the other. It can be. We're open to anything and everything. So
yeah, I don't know why, but my mind immediately goes to the word itself is like corporate lingo, and I hate using it in that context. But maybe there's like a fun play off of it, and that's synergy. Synergy. It's such a corporate buzzword, but there could be something fun there.
Yeah.
You know,
off the top of my head, I can't think of anything specific, but I'm sure over time I'll come up with something.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got a camera pointed at you, and then all of a sudden your ability to think creatively goes out the window.
Yeah, your brain is just trying to put out the next word in front of the next word.
Exactly. So. It's like we're LLMs or something.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, we got to come up with at least a good couple ideas.
It's got to be catchy though.
Catchy. Yes,
yeah, it can't be just plain Jane.
All right, let's do a quick like word association. So, network. What goes along with network? Connection, community, cohesion, crew. Crew's kind of overplayed.
Yeah. Was it Cohesion Crew?
Cohesion Crew?
Yeah. CC?
Together that's not bad. Cohesion Crew Car Club. Quadruple C.
And also crypto. There's cryptos in there too.
Yeah. Although I do feel like the whole word crypto has got such a bad connotation.
Oh yeah.
I like to avoid that at all possible.
I'll say it's like 30-60. Like people are just either they're turned on or turned off, and most people are turned off at this moment.
Yeah. We won't talk about the current bear market. All right, but cohesion. I also I get a feeling of like traction or grip, like you're getting cohesion with the ground. There's something interesting there.
Yeah. Also too, what's hard is like using like big words in like club names are hard too, because like say you want to get a hat made and it's like it takes up like the entire front of the hat or the shirt or whatever.
Yeah.
So like really like any name is like 2 or 3 words together. That's like it.
Yeah.
Obviously like words like Madonna or Cher.
Yeah.
You know, things like that like people like too, but those are usually harder to come by.
Yeah. There's also maybe the approach of doing it that's not necessarily a word, but a short phrase. And not that this works for this, but I've had this idea for a hat that I want to make. And you've seen those the hats that are like the arched words, but the text is upside down.
Oh yeah.
I want to do one that says shiny side up, but the text is upside down.
Okay.
Have you ever heard the term shiny side up? It's like an old saying of like, you know, when somebody's about to drive away, you say, all right, keep the shiny side up, meaning, you know, drive safe.
Right.
So that hat is coming soon. But
we're foreshadowing.
Yes. But I think, you know, short phrases that touch on car culture could be something good too. I saw there's a car club that was recently served to me on Instagram, of course. And I've been watching a lot of their content. They're called Common Traffic, and their whole thing is, it's not for super built, exotics or anything like that. It's all about, Honda Civics and Corollas and things like that. But I think that, that Common Traffic is it's a fun way of saying, normie cars.
Right.
So something that has a phrase. Ooh, Hellcat. Should go chase him down.
Yeah.
Sorry.
With a lot of graphics. Pink, purple,
got more graphics
white,
than me.
and black. Yeah. Okay.
Or
Anyway.
It's pink.
Honestly, this area is crazy with cars.
Yeah.
Like you'll see a Hellcat, or you'll see a Porsche, or we saw was it a Giulia Alfa Romeo?
Yeah.
Snap, crackle, and pop in. We saw F-150, 5.0. So I mean, it's just a little bit of everything. So we're constantly seeing cars go by as we're filming this. So.
It's like squirrel.
Yeah. We're just glancing off in the background. So.
So I don't know. I think there's something to the cohesion one. I like that. It also implies like staying together, not just coming together, but staying together. So I don't know.
The hard part is it's too close to corrosion.
Cohesion and corrosion. Yeah, we don't want that.
But that's just the way my mind works. So it's not a big deal.
Unless our logo is gold, and gold doesn't corrode. So
there you go. Brass does, but we're not talking about brass.
No. Yeah, we ain't no brass club or gold club. You're a gold member.
There you go.
So yeah, I think honestly, my brain is fried from working super late last night. So that's about the most that you're gonna get out of me today. Yeah. So I guess we'll send it over to you, the viewer. If you've got a good idea for the name of our car club, it's got to imply network, maturity, and fun, all wrapped in one. I didn't mean to rhyme there. Yeah, drop it in the comments, and if we select your name, I'll hook you up. You won't be sorry.
Rex over here wanted to get all tropical on me.
Hey, you say I have a fresh coconut I can sip out of? I'm all about it.
There you go. Fresh. Crazy fresh. Literally, the guy just came from straight over there. He saw us shooting and he was like, coconut?
Yeah, I was like,
sure,
coconut.
Why not? Honestly, he said coconut water. I thought it was actually gonna be coconut water.
Yeah,
like
this ain't no Vita Coco.
No,
this is the real deal.
That's like straight, there's actually like coconut in it too.
Yeah, you can get the coconut meat right out of there.
Look at that. Yeah, so yeah, if you wanna come to Austin, there's your hospitality right there. Fresh coconut, right off the 360 bridge. Boom.
Yeah, that's my favorite BMW right here. Yeah.
What is this? The IQ?
But this is nice right here, this Porsche. Oh yeah. GT3.
One day, guys, one day. The one thing about being in Austin is the big use of the Cybertrucks for everything, and yet, I mean, you could prove me wrong in the comments, but I've never seen any Cybertruck haul anything in the bed, ever.
Nope.
Especially in Texas, like people use them for more of like business exposure. They put their logos on the side and stuff like that.
Oh, hey, look, we got our Porsche friend. Let's get right behind him.
There we go. That's that big money right there.
Oh yeah. The gooseneck spoiler on the back.
Yeah.
Nice.
What are the chances he gets on it?
100%.
Well, it's Porsche Austin, so he either just bought it or he's ripping it to test it out. And the GT, what are the small, not the Boxsters, what are the ones that are lower? The GT2s?
Yeah.
Okay.
He sees me. He saw me in his rear view and he did a double take.
This little GMC wasn't next to it. It'd be almost like a Fast and Furious moment.
Yep. My car's fast, but it's not GT3 fast.
Yeah.
So That would
No,
just
and
be
honestly, not many things on a street are very agile as a Porsche. But yeah, let's see. There we go. Nice little rip down to 360.
Definitely breaking the speed limit. Only a little bit.
That's all right. They're more of a suggestion anyway. I don't think you got to worry. I guess you don't really have to worry about brake fade on a Porsche, huh?
No.
Or sorry, Porsche.
Porsche. Yes.
Sorry. Don't roast me in the comments.